think it's critical to empower women anywhere in the value chain where they exist, because they make better decisions for households. And as a nation, I think we transform by transforming everyone, right? Everybody has to move, everybody has to get more productive. My name is Amandla Ooko-Ombaka. I'm an associate partner at McKinsey Company. I like to describe myself as someone with a public sector heart and a private sector mind. In my work in agriculture and food, I like to know where food comes from, that farmers can earn a dignified living from farming. We've been farming for ages, centuries, and it's like mind-boggling to me that people cannot earn a decent living from farming. So, I like to understand where food comes from, what are the practices farmers are using to increase their yields, how that food gets to market, and how it gets into my belly. I love to work out. I love to run on the weekends. Sometimes running turns into walking. In Karura, it's amazing. I live right by the Arboretum, so I love to do that. And then I love to read. I think you can see here all these books. I really struggled to transition to a Kindle, and I was traveling so much because I'm usually in between 2 or 3 books at a time. Sometimes I'm in the mood for something really serious and I want to feel like I'm educating my mind after work, and so I'll read some biography or some nonfiction. But sometimes you just want to chill, and read something really mindless and fun. And sometimes I feel like that in the same day. So when I made the move to Kindle, it's just really expanded all the things that I can read, and I love to read. Women in agriculture, I can probably talk about it in lots of different spaces, because I think the more we talk about agriculture, we need to think not just about farming, but we need to think about off-farm jobs that are created from the farm, right? So when you think about all the women who are selling fruit and vegetable on the side of the road, that to me is all part of farming, even if it's on the retail side. If I start on the retail side, which is what most people interact with, like you go and you buy your food. In fact, in Kenya, it's only 25% of people are shopping in supermarkets. Most people are buying their foods in open markets. Now, the informal sector is dominated by women, particularly in trade. So 70% of trade, which is selling of fruit and vegetable and clothes and all that stuff, is women. I think that women should be able to feel safe in the work that they're doing. Women should be able to borrow, right? And improve themselves, their skills, the capital they're working with, the tools they're working with. Because there is no way we achieve the SDGs, any of them, not just the one on women's empowerment, without 50 to 51% of the population. We do ourselves a disservice by not empowering and enabling women to achieve all the things that men can achieve. And I bet you we can do it with half the resources. So we need to really make sure that we make all this available to women. Experienced female leaders to be very, very compassionate. The second thing I think is very level-headed. I don't know where this women are so emotional, they can't make decisions, Donald Trump. I don't know where this comes from. Or even Mike's uncle. Ooh, Jesus. Talk about emotional. But I've always experienced all my female leaders to be very, very level-headed, because we deal with crises all the time. From the time you're a young girl and you get your first period, it's a crisis, and you're in class and you have, you figure out how to deal with that. I interview a lot of people for McKinsey and a lot of people for mentorship programs. And I look at the qualifications and I look at the men that apply. I'm like, how did you read this and decide you are qualified? But you applied. And I'm curious and I want to have a conversation. So if you are thinking about applying for something, do it. And once you get that first opportunity to really believe in yourself, the world is really your oyster. Yes, I've been to Yale and Harvard, but there are things, there are opportunities in life that still are so exciting. And everyone asks, so how did you get in? I just applied, literally. If you do not apply, you cannot get in.